Benson Idahosa University is in hot water after a final year student lost his life due to poor medical facility, negligence, and wait for it, stupidity. It was said that the victim, 22-year-old Bruno Leo, slumped during a football match and was immediately rushed to the school hospital, where they said the doctor was unsure what to do because they weren't equipped with handling such a situation. And so Bruno was referred to another hospital outside of school. Although some sources claim that it was the student themselves that chose to take him to a hospital outside of school, the bottom line was that they needed to take him outside of school to get a proper medical attention, since the school can't provide it. Now, this is where the stupid part comes in, because when the student got to the gate of the school to exit the school compound, the security personnel prevented them from going out, saying they needed an exit card or a permission from the school's rep or whoever that was. Of course, in a normal day, it is necessary before students leave the school to seek permission. But this was a special case. A young man was fighting for his life. And yet the security people were like, they all can't live with him because they needed a proper permission slip or something before they will be let out to take this young man to the hospital. Eventually, though, they were able to secure the permission on shore, but then when Leo was taken to a hospital outside of school, he was confirmed dead. And now the students are outraged. They are angry, they are frustrated because they believe if the school had proper medical facility, Bruno's chances of surviving would have been higher. And aside that, if the security men of the school had not delayed the student from taking him outside of school, his fighting chance would have also been higher. But with all these multiple delays and poor choices from the security men preventing the student from taking him outside, it's possible that these things played a role in the untimely passing of this young man, who, by the way, they say is the only son of his parents. The only child, according to some sources. The students have gone on rampage, they are protesting, they have destroyed property, and they are just calling for justice. But right now, who is going to take responsibility for this? We've seen this many times. This is not the first of its kind. We've seen situations where the lack of facility in the school leads to the death of students. And many times, the school just pay for the funeral and the family of the students might be compensated. Other times, they get sued and the case get dragged in court over and over again. But we still see this school standing. So we've been down this road before. We've talked about many stories where school students die due to the school lack of care, carelessness, and stupidity. But the question now is, someone would have to pay for this. And I think this is the school's job right now. The school is at fault. Obviously, it can be argued that yes, it's not the school that directly causes death, because people play football and they slump and things happen. People slump and die while playing football. It's like a common thing now. But the school has a responsibility for caring and providing treatment for each student. And if they failed in that aspect, then they failed completely. And I don't know, but I do feel the school should be liable for the death of this young man. Obviously, nobody will be punished. The security men may probably not lose their job because they are being told what to do. That is, in order for students to leave the school campus, they would have to take permission. Maybe they didn't teach the security people about emergency cases like this. Maybe now things will change. It's unfortunate for this young man. It's painful. It is like every parent's worst dream that their only child dies like this, as young as he was. But hopefully the school sits up and do better, because their school fees a year is a lot. So much so that there is no excuse for them not to have proper medical facility. It's one thing if he was being treated and he passes on from there. It's another thing if you can't treat him, and yet you won't let him leave to go outside of the school to get proper treatment. So pretty much, Benson Idahosa, you've killed this young man, and it's time for you to fix it. It's your job to take responsibility and compensate the parents however way they deem fit. It's really unfortunate. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Some people are of the opinion that a lot of people slump and die, and many at times they don't usually come out from it. So they believe he would have passed on regardless. However, though, a lot of people have pointed out his fighting chances were slim, and because of that alone, it's hard to tell if he would have made it or not. He just deserves the fighting chance, and he didn't get it. And that is a problem.